Welcome to Into the Blue. You're catching Sarah and I. Literally, this what you see is what you get, right? This is about as we are who we are on camera as we are off camera. So we
It's hi, welcome. I'm
hi,
Sarah in the UK,
and I'm Lori in the States.
and we're into the blue, and we're feeling interesting.
We're feeling. I was literally about to say on planet Earth, like as if we need to distinguish the planet that we're on. So hi, welcome. You ready?
It's- We wanted to mention as well that we've been experimenting with dividing the episodes into the main channeling and then the questions coming from the audience. So we've been doing that to make it seem like a bit more bite-sized, a bit more
Hmm.
approachable. But we'd love some feedback if you've got any thoughts on whether you prefer the old way, where it's just a longer episode, or if you like it in the new format. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we're curious. So comment down below. That was a total YouTuber moment. Comment down below and let us know. Or if you're listening to this on podcast, you can, I guess they can't really comment there, but you could send us an email or we'll put up a little poll on online on our socials. Follow us on our socials on Instagram at Into the Blue Channeling, and we'll put something over there. So yeah, because we just kind of want to know is it, too long to watch like a full 30, or do you like it broken up so you can hear it? I know a lot of people like the Q&A portion, but it is fun to see who pops in with just a general message too. So let us know.
Great.
I love
Okay,
it.
well, let's get started then.
Let's get started. That's interesting.
Sometimes I say that I just get, if I'm having a bad day, I just love to just get into the Akashic Records because I just suddenly feel much better. What
Yeah,
just
like
happened? I'm like,
right, you just kind of feel this like, okay, all is
okay,
right.
yeah,
Like I'm gonna
more
sit
connected
here
to
for a minute.
source. This is
Yeah, it's
this is better.
weird, right? I know. And the eyes
Really is.
are really pouring in. Woohoo.
Yes, yes.
All right, let's do this.
Mm. So can we connect to the Pleiadian group of nine? Said, of course we're here.
Ooh, that light thing happened again. That like
Mm.
airlift feeling where you're just like levitating. That is trippy.
And I see them in the white room again, like almost just like not just, but like the columns of light, the like showing themselves as light
Yeah,
beings.
I'm feeling not seeing yet.
It's all good.
God, they feel really zippy.
Yeah, for some reason I'm seeing like four or five rather than the nine, but okay. Um, maybe the others are busy today.
Yeah, it just feels like because it's like my energy feels like tripled, like this lightness. It feels like there's like triple of me. And I'm wondering if it's like, am I feeling that off of them? Like they all feel kind of like tripled, so not as many needed to come. I don't know. It's really weird.
They're saying welcome. They're saying it's interesting that you perceive us as four or five because they wanted to talk to us about the numbers four or five today, about the
Okay.
movement into the fourth dimension and the fifth dimension.
Yeah. Woo hoo hoo hoo. Full body experience there.
They must know that there's a question about this from the audience. It's so interesting.
Yeah. Like I'm definitely hearing a transitory time in the 4D, and I'm hearing it loud and clear. Like you're in the 4D, you stop saying the 3D, like you're in the 4D.
Or the 5D. They're
Mm-hmm.
saying many, many people.
Mm-hmm.
are already experiencing fourth dimensional consciousness or fifth
Yep.
dimensional consciousness.
Yep.
Um, and they're saying it can be a little subtle. There's people that are doubting themselves or questioning themselves, like, am I really in fifth
Hmm.
dimensional consciousness? They want to say, yes, you are, and that it can be a subtle experience at first.
Hmm.
They're showing me that someone is looking up at the sky and they're perceiving the like golden glistening on the edges of clouds, and just
Hmm.
everything, things are looking a little more sparkly and a little
Hmm.
more exciting.
Yeah.
Just you're taking in planet Earth, but you're reaching for
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
things that
And
are magical or yeah, or supernatural or
it's awareness. Yeah, I'm seeing like the awareness factor, like just the fact that you are aware that something is different, that something is other than how you've already always perceived it, that this is like validation for you. So like if you have an awareness of the 3D and that it is like I mean, I'm saying the word like separate from you, like that, it's detached. That's what it is. That if you feel detached from the 3D, then that's like your validation that you are in, a 4D transitory time. Um,
yes.
but yeah, and I'm also hearing, that it's the 5D consciousness, it's whole body. So it's not just this, we think of it in our crown chakra, kind of in these upper conscious states, but the heart chakra
Mm,
expansion
yeah.
is proof also that you're able to hold more love and feel the capacity to love in a deeper, bigger way. That is also your proof and validation that you're in a higher dimensional state.
Yes, I was receiving the exact same things about
It's
how it's
strong.
about heart to heart connections,
Yes.
and you were saying about it where if the 3D is not really resonating for you
Hmm.
as much anymore, if you're noticing or maybe not noticing things happening in the news, current affairs, it's not you're not engaging with that anymore because it's not interesting you. Like
Hmm.
there's debates happening, there's things happening, and it's like water off the duck's back. It is not connecting,
Yeah.
but because you are ascending
Yeah.
into a higher consciousness state.
Yeah. Vibrational frequencies are just out of alignment. I'm just seeing the radio dial, and this isn't really anything new. I've heard this said before, but they're just kind of showing this as a, like a imagery. But the frequencies on a radio dial, if you're not tuned in fully, to that channel, it'll sound staticky and it'll sound muffled. And that's what I'm seeing and hearing a lot of people are doing right now is like the 3D stuff is muffled. It's staticky. It just sounds like noise, and it's noise that doesn't make sense or resonate with me. And so therefore, I want to turn the dial to the one that's a little more crisper, which is a higher, better frequency for them.
Yes, absolutely. And they're saying if you don't feel like watching the news, then just don't.
Then don't.
There's no obligation. They're saying if there's something happening that you need to learn about, someone will tell you.
Hmm. Hmm.
You don't need to spend hours of your day marinating in what the media wish to present to you. It's not if it's not lifting you up, if it's not making you feel good, if it is depressing you and dragging you down,
Hmm.
then it is not for your highest good. And they're saying if you need the permission to just switch off, this is what they're giving. If you need someone to tell you that, then here it is. There's the message, and I'm getting full body chills. Clearly, some people need to hear that. They just
Right.
they don't
Right.
need to be paying attention to everything.
You said something key at the beginning that really they pinged me on you don't need to seek it out. It will come find you. And that I'm actually hearing this is true of everything. Even the spiritual stuff is what they were saying is like you don't have to constantly be in seeking mode.
Mm.
Being in a receptivity allowance mode to let it just flow in, it will meet you, like it will find you. And they're saying like look at other things that have gone on in your life up to this point. Did you have to go seeking for all of those things, or did they flow into your life naturally with a series of synchronicities or a random, I'm doing air quote, phone call or a message? It will flow in as it's supposed to. So, you don't have to always be in a seeking mode. You need to be in a
Yes, things
receptivity
will
mode.
find you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And as you were saying that, I'm seeing the image of the praying mantis.
I know.
And I'm like, are they encouraging you to tell the story of what you've just been experiencing as an
I think
example?
you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny because yeah, okay. Ooh, I'm getting really lightheaded. Oh my gosh, I feel like something just happened. I'm really lightheaded right now. So yeah, there are praying mantises, like they've been showing up on my patio window, and I haven't been looking for them. I'll wake up for the day and open up, and they've been here, and I have a real strong connection with mantises. They were this same thing happened at the beginning of my spiritual awakening, and they were there, and very high energy, very supportive. And so they were here for a solid week, like around, what was it, the end of August? It was just like a two
Yes, the
weeks
last few
ago.
days. Yes, yes.
Yeah, after I'd had a big, massive dream that was pretty intense, very revelatory of some stuff. And then the mantises were here all week long, didn't leave. They haven't been here for about 5 days. I had another big dream last night. I woke up this morning, opened the windows, there he is. And then Sarah had just messaged me, our good friend Kara Goodwin, host of the Meditation Conversation. We're actually going to be on her show September 17th. This may
Oh,
air after
yes.
we've already been on, but which, oh my gosh, we're actually going to be on the eclipse full moon day. I just now realized that.
Oh God. Okay.
Tune in, everybody. I don't know when we're releasing this, but
This
catch
is
it. You
after the
can catch it
fact,
on
but
the, yeah,
yes.
replay. Where there's no linear time, and it's quantum, so you'll catch it catch it there. But Sarah had sent me just this morning an interview that Kara had done with Tony Ghazi, who channels the mantis beings. Kara had sent me that interview early before it had even been released because she knew my connection to the mantis and was like, "Here, watch this." I hadn't gotten around to it. I know, synchronicities, but Sarah sends it this morning. I wake up this morning thinking about it. Then I get up and the mantis is there. And then I'm listening, yeah, to the Tony's episode, and it's off the charts. And it's like, you need to get with
Yeah.
Tony. So it's been one thing after another. I didn't have to seek any of it out. It's just flowed right into my life.
And
So
that's a classic example of
yeah.
things will find you if it's
Yep.
meant to be,
It's how we
yeah.
found each other.
Absolutely it is.
So,
Yeah.
wow. Wild. Okay. That's a
I'm
good
seeing
message.
the PG9 are like smiling and they're like, yeah, nailed it.
Box tick. Yeah,
Uh,
that's way cool.
okay, so just channeling back in.
I know. I'm like,
Um,
whoo, I am
yeah.
definitely in and out.
So they're also saying, kind of cautioning, that in the months to come, the 3D Earth is gonna get a little hectic. I think there's going to be more unfolding events to come.
Mhm,
And they're they're saying stay in your present, stay in your reality
mhm,
rather than getting distracted by things happening that are not jiving with you, that are
mhm,
not in your frequency.
mhm,
They're saying, there's the expression, where attention goes, energy flows, and you don't need to give your attention, you don't need to give your energy to these events. Um, it's a part of the common good of the collective, and yeah, it's like obviously things will be happening for a reason, but yeah,
Mhm.
you don't need to get too bogged down in those energies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as we've seen, I mean, that's kind of how duality works on this planet. I mean, that's what Earth is about. It's a duality planet. So we have to have this contrast and these things, stripping away, ripping away. Keep seeing a band-aid, like you can have a band-aid on a sore for a while, but eventually you're going to have to take it off. Do you want to do it as a slow, peel where it kind of hurts, or do you want to rip it off? I mean, I kind of see there's both and of that happening right now, depending on the topic. But to underneath that band-aid is a healed wound. And so, just understand that it's getting us to a place where we need and want to be ultimately as a collective consciousness. We have asked for this. And so it is going in the right direction, depending on, how you're going to perceive that, but staying in an attitude of faith, that the reality that you want, will unfold. You just have to keep aligning to that and trusting that everything is working out for the highest good of all, no matter what that looks like.
Absolutely. Um, I don't know if this is terribly reassuring, but they're showing me like as an explanation, they're showing me like a dark night of the soul. They're
Mm,
saying, individuals will have this experience of a dark night of the soul where a lot of things have to be worked through and processed. And they're saying
mhm,
humanity as at large are currently like we're going to be going through a sort of collective dark night of the soul, but it's through through working through some of this, processing this, that actually we come out to the other side
mhm,
much better. And like you have to go through a dark night of the soul, and in order to evolve and grow and progress, it's so important. um and we're just like hang in there. Hang in
yeah.
there.
And again, it's like you can make it as I just always say it, you can make it as hard or as easy as you want it to be. Like if it's that continual, I know I've had to learn this in my own life because I'm kind of seeing that aspect of like, is it a continual clinging on to something, that may not be for your best good? Just try it out, like release it and see what happens. You know what I mean? Like if you kind of keep going in loop patterns or something to that effect, um, just try something new and don't be afraid to try something new, because it's often that very thing that we're just like holding on to dear life for. That is the very thing. If you just kind of let it go and just move to a more neutral direction, you'll find more clarity. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But they're just saying, just keep connecting back to your reality,
Yeah.
like your household, your family, your surroundings. You don't need to be reaching for what's happening in a different country, or what's happening politically, or things like this nature. Just focus on making your day-to-day life as joyful and as, full of love and light as possible. And
Hmm.
that's the best that's the best advice they can give.
I know. I keep hearing the phrase, you are where you are for a reason. You are where
Mm,
you are for a reason. So, yeah, makes sense.
that does actually reassure me. Thank you.
I was gonna say, I think somebody needed to hear that. I don't know who. I just kept
It
pouring
wasn't
in,
me.
and I was like, okay, got it. Like, is that a memo just for me? 'Cause, like sometimes I'll hear stuff and I'm like, maybe it's a personal one, but that was pretty strong. You are where you are for a reason. So,
Yeah, 100%.
mhm.
100%. Okay, thank you. I'm seeing the praying mantis again. With like the googly eyes. I'm like, okay, hello. Um,
I love the mantis. Their frequency is so strong. And that's what I was feeling when I opened up my eyes talking about them, because their frequency is it's stronger than a gray for me when I feel a mantis.
yes, there might be a reason for that, Laurie.
I know.
Um, Okay, well, maybe we'll finish there and we'll move on to the Q&A. Obviously, stay tuned, people watching, for next week.
Yeah.
So there is a question coming up from the audience about 5D. So stay tuned for that.
It'll be
So thank
good.
you.
I don't even know, but it's going to be good.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening to Into the Blue Channeling with Laurie and Sarah. Please do like and subscribe to receive about our upcoming episodes. For further information, including how to submit your own question for Pleiadians, please visit intothebluechanneling.com or find us on social media at Into the Blue Channeling. See you next time!